in the mood for a long exposure today. We will see if we can get one. I'm down at the lake and okay, let's go. It's beautiful. It's so calm here. The water is just barely lapping the shore. It's so peaceful. Wow, I love it. Remember those big ice dunes that I showed you in one of my previous videos? Well, this is all there is left of them. These tiny little icy dirt sandy mounds. It's incredible how quickly the landscape can change. I'd love to get a long exposure tonight. That is really what's on my heart. I love that the water is moving now. It's not all frozen over, and oh, it's just so beautiful. So a long exposure, and I see some tree branches in the water, maybe that, and then maybe just some of the beautiful, simple coastline that I see here. It's just, oh, everything is so still, which is so cool because I can hear the highway, but over here, it's just magic. Should probably actually get out my camera. I'm just really enjoying this. This tree branch here is too big, so I'm going to go up the way a little bit and see what I can find. It's too big because there's just too much complication to it. I want something simple. Going for really simple here. I have a very small twig on the shore, and the water just slowly lapping, and I'm going for 30 seconds, f16 and ISO 50, just to see what it would look like. I'm not even sure, and I'm spinning the polarizer just to see what the difference would be between water reflecting or water not reflecting, and it looks kind of cool. Oh, that's beautiful. There's really not much to this photograph, but sometimes those are my favorite. Now, what I'd like to do is also get a bit of a long exposure on the city in the distance and the lighthouse in the distance, and also the lift bridge, which is that green thing right there. It's very small in this screen, but that is the Burlington lift bridge, and I would like to possibly get that as well. However, I'm going to have to put on my 70 to 300 is because I don't want to get the mess on the shoreline and in the picture. Okay, I've been having an issue with NiSi filters, and it's one thing, and it's so annoying because I love NiSi filters, but here is the ring that I have to have on the front of the lens to attach the filters to. And this little spot right here is the adapter ring, which allows it to fit to different sizes of lenses. Well, right now I have on the 77mm adapter because my 16 to 35 is a 77mm lens. My 70 to 300 is a 62, and I have the ring all ready to go, but I can't get the 77 off of the filter holder. So I cannot use it with the 70 to 300, which is quite frustrating because I want to take a long exposure, and just holding a filter in front of the lens is not going to cut it. The only way I've managed to do it a couple of times is to put the filter back on the lens, get it as tight as I can, and then when I unscrew it, hope that it comes off without the filter ring. Sometimes it works, but this time it's not working, so I don't know if I'm going to get my long exposure. However, it is getting darker. The sun is getting lower on the horizon, so I just might luck out. We'll see. It's just really stuck. Oh, I really wanted to use it. Oh, I don't know. I do not know how I'm going to get that off. So what can I do here? Well, I can get my ISO down as far as possible, so I'm on ISO 50. Highest f-stop that I can, f22, and zoom in as much as possible with the lens. Now we are reducing the amount of light coming into the lens as much as possible without a filter. However, it's still too bright out. I'm still getting about half a second. And that's not what I want. I want a long exposure. I want like 30 seconds. There's an awesome reflection in the water now. If I wait until it's too dark, I'm not going to get that reflection. I'm not going to get anything. Okay, challenge. Okay, this is going to sound absolutely crazy, but this is what I'm going to do. I have this neutral density filter, okay, a square one, and while I hold it to the end of the lens, it's definitely going to shake because my hands are going to shake a little bit and the image is going to get a little bit, just that little bit out of focus. I'm hoping it won't, but it probably will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this holding the filter over the lens, and then I'm going to take another photo without the filter, so that's a much faster shutter speed, and I'm going to blend them together. And the reason why I think this might work is because the part that I want to smooth out is the water. And so if the water's a little bit blurry, nobody's going to be able to tell. In fact, that's what I want. I want it softer. So I'm going to use this for the bottom half of the image and a regular exposure for the top. Let's see.
Summer's just around the bend, and my bottle's empty once again, and my feet's burning on the roads we used to walk, where the rivers walked along with us. I can't stop thinking about those years ago, when sleeping next to you was usual. I'd rather spend a lifetime on my own than ever been in love those years ago.
So I'm not sure if any of this is going to work. And I've somewhat run out of time. The sun is setting and it's just gorgeous out here, but it's time for me to go. So I hope that I can blend these together. It's really beautiful, and the shoreline is just so peaceful, so gorgeous. So I hope that you guys have a fantastic evening, and I'm just going to put my wide angle lens on one more time and see if I can capture some more images.
I'd rather spend a lifetime on my own than ever been in love those years ago. I can't stop thinking about those years ago, when sleeping next to you was usual. I'd rather spend a lifetime on my own.
So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
But now remembering is all I know.